Hey guys, John of Lego More here with another LEGO Ideas 2017 set review. Today we have set number 21312. This is the Woman of NASA set. It has 231 pieces, 4 minifigures, and it retails for $25 here in the United States. I picked this up at the LEGO store today. There's the box of the set. Of course, you can see the design looks pretty good. And then you also get an instruction manual, which is not like the usual thick design for the Ideas instruction manuals, which is really interesting. So, overall, from what I've heard, a lot of people didn't really like this set, and I will also agree in certain contexts, but I will review this set, though, still with an open mind. So, let's see if it's really one of the worst idea sets ever. So, we'll start off with our vignettes here, and we'll start off with the least interesting, which is Margaret Hamilton's. So, we'll take a look at the minifigure in a second. But let's take a look at the vignette. So I'm going to look at the minifigures, guys, from their vignettes. So you can see here we have the stack of books here. We also have the chalkboard, which is a really nice little print. And then her name, Margaret Hamilton, is also printed. And there's like a little coat hanger as well. There's how you build from the back. Not very much from the back, but you can see this is supposed to represent, like, I think her stacked books in that one scene. So you can see there. This one's the least interesting of the vignettes. But let's take a look at the Margaret Hamilton minifigure. Really gotta say, this is a great minifigure. She has dual molded legs all throughout. You can see the printing on her shoes, and that face print is completely new as well. And then there's the alternate face and the back printing on her. So I can really see some usage out of this dress. Like, it's so awesome. Like, I love that. It's such a great design. So then we move on with our next vignette, which is probably my favorite of the vignettes, is the space shuttle design, which has Mae Jemison and Sally Ride. So Mae Jemison, I remember, was the first person of color, or first woman of color in space. So you can see her face print is also new, and I really like her torso design, which I could see some usage out of that too. There's the back print and her alternate face. Very cool figure. And she does also come with a helmet, which you can hold on to. And then we also have the late, great Sally Ride, because she's no longer with us. And you can see her torso design looks cool, and there's even the word Sally on there. I'm trying to get a better contrast. You can see right there it says Sally, very tiny. And then there's the back of the torso, and then her alternate face there. Sally Ride's headpiece is actually the same as Tina Goldstein from the LEGO Dimensions Fun Pack, for Fantastic Beasts. So again, you have the printed tiles here, and then we have the little space shuttle, which, oops, the little table's not supposed to come off. You gotta remove it right here. And you can see the shuttle looks really cool. I like the build on it, which you can remove, such as that. And again, just the design of it looks super cool. And I like the design. They really did a good job with it. I like the little thrusters here in the back, which is pretty neat. And then you have also the tanks that can be broken apart as well. I like the orange coloring with it. So there is the space shuttle design. And now we move on with our final of the vignettes, which is the Hubble Space Telescope one. So we'll move on with that right now. And here we have the Hubble Space Telescope design with Nancy G. Roman. And we'll take a look at the minifigure right now. So you can see her hairpiece is fairly uncommon, and her face print is also new as well. And there's the front and back of her torso. You can see there's an alternate face there. Again, these torsos are so useful. A lot of them, well, most of them are, because I don't know if Sally Rides is going to be as useful. So I like the print on there as well. And of course, she is the mother of the Hubble Space Telescope. So you can see the Hubble Space Telescope design looks very cool. I really like, one of my favorite things about this is they use a trash can piece as part of the design. And then you also have these 1x4 tiles, which are printed on the brick, and you also have another printed piece with a picture of what looks to be like a crab or eagle nebula, which looks really cool, and I can see some usage out of that. So yeah, that is pretty much it for the LEGO Woman of NASA idea set. So, overall, let's talk about my thoughts. Overall, it's not that bad of a set. It is one of the weakest of the LEGO idea sets. I will say this, it's one of the weakest, but it's not that bad. It is a weak set compared to a lot of the other LEGO ideas, but it's not a bad set. One of the things I really like are the minifigures. I think the minifigures are going to be useful for their torsos, except Sally Ride. I think Sally Ride, because the name kind of will ruin it a bit. But I could see Mae Jemisin's, Margaret Hamilton's, as well as her legs, and Nancy Roman's legs, or sorry, not like torso be super useful. I really like the prints they use. Like, again, the Nebula picture looks fantastic. The Hubble Space Telescope looks great too. The design on that, and I like the chalkboard design. But like I said, though, there could have been other better choices for LEGO ideas. But like I said, it's an alright choice. I don't think it's the worst LEGO set of all time. It's definitely not there, but it's just a weak set compared to a lot of the other LEGO idea sets that we've recently got. But it's not a bad set whatsoever, because, you know, honestly, having built this, I did really enjoy the building of the Space Shuttle, and the Hubble Space Telescope was a good build. This was an alright build, not the most interesting part, but like I said, it's a good set, and for $25, I do recommend it. If you really like, you know, mocking with some pieces with flesh tone minifigures, you're going to love this set. And then there's, like I said, the prints of the chalkboard and the nebula are going to be very useful for some people. I really could see some usage out of that. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the Woman of NASA set. Is it really the worst LEGO idea set ever? Well, I'm not sure if it's the worst, but it's definitely one of the weakest in my eyes. It's not a bad set regardless, though, but they could have done better. But the minifigures are great. I really like the Space Shuttle build and the Hubble Space Telescope build. So it's a pretty decent set regardless. But like I said, it could have been a little better choice from LEGO Ideas. So yeah, I do recommend it. Let me guys know what you think down below in the comments and subscribe. Thanks for watching.